Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news, all right. Folks, hold onto your terrible towels because what I'm about to tell you might just be one of the most game-changing rumors we've heard in quite a while. Rumors swirling around suggest that the San Francisco 49ers, currently in a bit of a cap rebuild, are eyeing a blockbuster move that could reshape their roster and unexpectedly shake up the AFC North in a big way. The name being thrown around, George Kittle, the dominant tight end who's been a nightmare for defenses since 2017. And the Steelers, well, they might just be in the perfect spot to pounce on this opportunity. Now, let's unpack this a little. The 49ers, with a rebuild cap hit of approximately $21, $6 million, are reportedly looking to shed some salary and clear space. The plan? Trade away Kittle, a player who is still in his prime at 32, in exchange for a third-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. They're focusing on resetting their roster, addressing needs like cornerback and interior offensive line, and moving on from some of their more expensive assets. This kind of move isn't unprecedented, especially for a team that's been in the Super Bowl hunt in recent seasons, but it signals a clear shift towards a more cost-effective rebuild. The question is, where do the Steelers fit into this picture? For the Steelers, it's a golden opportunity. They're sitting on about $46. $7 million in cap space, and after dealing with injuries at the tight end position, most notably the absence of Pat Freiermuth last season, they're looking for a player who can step in immediately and make an impact. Kittle, with his proven track record and elite skill set, checks all the boxes. He's a player who can serve as both a reliable blocker and a dynamic receiver, exactly what Pittsburgh needs to boost their offense. Think about it, Kittle as a Steelers. That's like adding a bulldozer to an already tough offense, a player who can demolish defenses and create mismatches all over the field. Now, let's dive into Kittle's profile a bit. This guy is a beast. Since entering the league in 2017, he's accumulated over 8,000 receiving yards and scored more than 50 touchdowns. In 2025, he had a solid season with 52 catches for 599 yards and 7 touchdowns, despite missing some games due to an ankle sprain. His yards after catch per reception sits at an impressive 4.5, and his PFF grade was a stellar 91.3, ranking him as the top tight end in the league. When healthy, Kittle is an absolute matchup nightmare. His run blocking grade is at 85.2, pass blocking at 78.9, and his EPA per target a solid 0.20. That kind of production isn't just good, it's elite. Comparing Kittle's career stats to other top tight ends in the league, he's a force with over 80 yards and 50-plus touchdowns. Over the last 2 seasons, he's been producing around 126 yards, top-tier production that rivals the best in the league. His ability to generate yards after catch and win contested catches 55% of the time makes him a perfect fit for the Steelers' offense, which has been looking for that reliable weapon to stretch defenses and help open the run game. Plus, his blocking grades suggest he's not just a receiver but a true dual-threat player. Blocking at an 85.2 grade on PFF means he can contribute significantly in the run game, elevating the Steelers' ground attack and making their offense even more balanced. But why now? Well, the 49ers are clearly in a rebuild mode, and trading Kittle makes sense financially and strategically. They need cap space to fix holes elsewhere, especially at cornerback and interior offensive line, which are critical for their success moving forward. Sending Kittle to Pittsburgh, who needs that kind of offensive boost, could be a win-win. The Steelers, on the other hand, are sitting at 9-8 last season, just missing out on the playoffs, but with a roster that's primed for a resurgence. Adding a veteran like Kittle could be the missing piece that pushes them over the edge. Think about what Kittle could do in Pittsburgh. With Pat Freiermuth already established as a reliable target, Kittle brings a different dimension, more yards, more red zone mismatches, and even more third-down conversions. His presence could elevate the entire offense, especially with the Steelers' offense line looking to build chemistry and improve. His ability to win contested catches, 55% in 2025, means he's a clutch player, someone who can be trusted in tight situations, much like how Travis Kelce has turned the Chiefs' offense into an unstoppable force. Kittle's yards per route run at 2.0 and his YAC of +4. 5 are indicators that he can produce chunk plays, keep drives alive, and give Kenny Pickett a true security blanket in key moments. Now let's talk about the impact on the division and the league. Kittle isn't just a solid addition, he could be an X-factor. His addition could boost the Steelers' offense by around 18%, according to some projections, and elevate their chances of making a deep playoff run. The odds of winning the Super Bowl could shift from +10, 0 to +4, 0 with a player like Kittle on the roster. Imagine that. His presence in Pittsburgh's offense could turn third downs into automatic firsts, especially with his knack for winning contested catches and yards after catch. The red zone, which has been a bit of a struggle at times, could see a +12% conversion rate boost, making the Steelers even more dangerous in clutch situations. Furthermore, Kittle's addition isn't just about immediate impact, it's about future potential. His experience, leadership, and playoff pedigree, having scored over 10 touchdowns in the postseason, add a layer of veteran savvy that the Steelers desperately need. His ability to turn the tide of a game, much like Witten did during his prime, could be the catalyst that propels Pittsburgh to new heights. If the Steelers can integrate Kittle into their system seamlessly, with the right offensive schemes and a focus on maximizing his skills, they could see a significant upgrade in their offense's efficiency and explosiveness. Of course, this move isn't without its questions. The Steelers' front office would need to weigh the cost, both in terms of draft capital and potential cap hit, and how it fits into their long-term rebuild. But from a fan's perspective, the thought of Kittle donning the black and gold and becoming a cornerstone in Pittsburgh's offense is tantalizing. His ability to produce yards, create mismatches, and elevate the red zone threat makes him a perfect fit for the Steelers' style and needs. Looking at the bigger picture, this potential trade could be a strategic reshuffle that influences the entire AFC North. The Ravens and Bengals are formidable opponents, but adding a player like Kittle to the Steelers, Arsenal could give Pittsburgh an edge they've been missing. It's about building a balanced, explosive offense that can keep defenses guessing and defenses on their heels. The Steelers have been known for their tough, physical style. Adding Kittle would only amplify that identity, making them a more complete and dangerous team. In summary, the rumors are buzzing, and while nothing is set in stone yet, the possibility of George Kittle joining the Steelers is enough to get fans excited. It's about making bold moves, thinking big, and giving the team the weapons needed to contend for another Super Bowl run. The Steelers have a talented core, and with the right additions, especially a player of Kittle's caliber, they could be on the verge of something special. It's a story that continues to develop, but one thing is for sure. If this move happens, it'll be a game changer for Pittsburgh and the entire AFC. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think Kittle would be the perfect fit? Are you excited about the possibility of him joining the Steelers? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for all the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news. Let's keep the faith, and who knows, maybe this is just the beginning of a new chapter in Steelers history.